What is one's greatest weal? What is the highest devotion to God? How can Hari's Maya be crossed over easily? It is the Guru's feet which are most beneficial. The sense of action, inaction, and wrong action is only one, that the Guru is a manifestation of God and the worship of the Guru is Bhagavad Dharma. Drumilnath has narrated the life of Sri Vishnu, describing the special qualities of each of his incarnations. He has also narrated how to recognize the Purusha avatar, describing the incarnation as Narayan. Later, Chamashnath described for Janak the plight of those who do not worship, showing how destruction follows those who fail to perform the karmas prescribed by the Vedas. God dwells in the hearts of all, hence one should not hate anyone but should see God in everybody, for not an inch of space is without him. In the end, Karabhajan, the ninth brother, concluded by saying which idols should be worshipped and meditated upon in each yuga like Krita, Treta, etc. In the Kali Yuga, the only means is to remember Hari and Guru. That alone will destroy the fear of worldly life. The feet of Hari and Guru are the only refuge to protect the supplicants seeking protection. When the Poti has proceeded so far, Kaka Sahib exclaimed, "How wonderful are the doings of these Navanath, the nine brothers! Their attitude of mind is really inconceivable." He then said fondly to Madhavrao, "Really, how very difficult is such devotion? Fools that we are, oh, how shall we ever have such power? This will not come about during all our several births. Oh, where these most powerful knots, and where we, the born sinners, is such devotion not easy. Blessed are they indeed for knowledge and truth incarnate. Will such devotion ever be ours? And by what means can it be achieved? I, for one, am in total despair. I have no hope. In vain has been this birth. Kaka Sahib was a loving devotee. Why should he have such regrets? Why should the steadfastness of his mind thus give way to restlessness and doubt? Shama's mind was agitated and disturbed on hearing this. Shama was the name of Madhavrao, who had a friendly feeling for Kaka. And he did not like Kaka's attitude of mind and his being overpowered by such a feeling of wretchedness and lowliness. He said, "He who has been fortunate enough to have an adornment like Baba, why should he make such a piteous face? Vain, vain indeed is his being alive. When there is such steadfast devotion and faith at Baba's feet, why then this agitation of the mind? And even if the devotion of the Nath brothers is powerful, is not ours too a loving devotion? It has been his most categorical command to you to read every day the 11th canto of Bhagavad with commentary by Ekanath and the Bhavat Ramayana as well. So also was it Baba's teaching to chant the name of Hari and Guru, which will take you safely across the ocean of worldly life. Then what's the reason for you to worry? Still, it was Kaka's constant worry as to whether it will ever be possible for him to follow, even in the slightest degree, the conduct of those nine yogis and to practice their observances and vows, which are as hard as walking on the sword's edge. It became a great earnest longing in his heart that only the devotion of the nine yogis was the highest and the best, and by what means that will that be revealed to him? Only then will God be truly near. And so such was the uneasy hankering in his mind. Sitting, sleeping, the same thought occupied him. The next day a miracle took place. Listen to it in detail, O listeners. Just see the marvel of that experience. Early in the morning, Anandrao, whose surname was Pakade, came to look for Madhavrao. And that too he came in the morning, at the time when Dishita read Bhagavad. Anandrao sat near Madhavrao, narrating to him the novelty of his dream. Here, on the one hand, the reading of the Poti was in progress, while there they kept both whispering to each other. As this is the concentration of both the reader and his listeners was disturbed. Anandra was by nature fickle-minded. He began narrating his dream to Madhavrao. Talking, listening in this way, they both continued whispering, and the Poti remained assigned for a moment. So Kakashar then asked them, "What is such a wonderful thing that has happened? But only you two are in such a happy mood. Do let us know what it is." Then Madhavrao said, "Only yesterday you had a doubt, and here it is its solution in an instant. Just see the characteristic of the devotion which takes you safely beyond the worldly life. Listen to Pakade's dream and how Baba gave darshan, gave him darshan. Your doubts will be resolved, and you will also know that devotion with which you worship the Guru's feet is enough. Now everyone was most curious to listen to that dream, especially so was Kaka Sahib. And initially it was his doubt too. Seeing everybody's eagerness, Anandarao narrated his dream. The listeners who were well disposed and had faith were also astonished. In an ocean I stood in waist deep water. Suddenly Sainath came there before my eyes. On a bejeweled throne sat Sai, whose feet were under the water. Such was the figure I saw. Looking upon that radiant form, contentment fluttered my heart. Who remembered then that it was but a dream? The heart was overjoyed with the darshan, and what a coincidence that there itself stood Madhavrao, who said to me with some feeling, "Bow at his feet, Anandrao." So I replied to him, "Oh, I too have a keen desire to do so, but his feet are under the water. How will they come into my hands? When the feet are in the water, how can I place my head on the feet? What should I do now? Oh, I really do not understand anything." On hearing this, listen to what Madhavrao said to Baba. "Oh God, do take your feet out, which are under the water." At this moment he said this. Baba took his feet out of the water. At once I caught them and made obeisance. Then I thus held fast his feet. Baba pronounced a blessing. "All will go well with you. There is no reason for you to fear." Baba said further, "Give a dhoti with a silk border to my Shama, and you will enjoy peace and happiness." And so, obeying this order with reference, I bought a silk bordered dhoti which Kaka Sahib, please make Shama accept at your own hands. Do please agree to my request and make Madhara wear it. It will make me happy, and I will be extremely grateful to you. Madhura had himself heard this request of Anandrao, but when Kaka Sahib began giving it to him, he would not accept the dhoti. He thought in his mind that this is merely a dream. I must get a sign to convince me. Unless I have vision, I should not accept it. Kaka Sahib then said, "Now let us experience for ourselves the truth of Baba's words. Whether it would be proper to accept it or not will be indicated through chits. Or whichever chit Baba gives us will be regarded by us as his command." So they cast the chits at his feet, resolving to follow Baba's command. Kaka Sahib's reliance was wholly on Baba, that he should first be consulted and then to proceed further in any matter. And so this was so even during Baba's lifetime. After his Niryan, his permission would similarly be obtained first, but by putting chits and Dikshit would act out accordingly with a firm determination. Be they were big or small, without taking permission through chits, he would do nothing, even at peril to his life. Baba's permission was always the ultimate authority. And even the body which is offered at Sai's feet is no longer one's own, then what right has that man over its movements? Just consider how he spent an earning of lakhs of rupees on this faith, and he remained firm in his resolve to the very end of his life.